Up perfectly, or at least starting out perfectly, which is awesome. I got here just in time with a little bit of daylight left to get in the lake and get some cold therapy that I really need. When I was driving on Lakeshore Drive and I could see how flat the lake was, I was like, I know what I'm doing when I get home. So I am gonna take a quick dip and I'm gonna take a hot bath, and my aching hip will feel much better after that. As I was coming home, I also realized I got to show you guys the skyline. It looks so cool. I realized that I left something I really needed in the truck, and it's like a 90-minute drive with traffic. I'm tempted to just go back tonight and get it so I can just relax the rest of the weekend, but I'll probably do it tomorrow. I'm like, ugh, I wish it wasn't such a hassle, but I happen to be going through like the most heavy traffic area I could possibly be going through to accomplish that task. Damn it. Look at this. It is perfection. Now check out the skyline. How cool does that look? Oh, I love it. Normally I would do some breathing exercises to kind of get myself warmed up before going in the water, but I don't really have time for that. So I'm just gonna get in. The reflection of the clouds and the dusk light off the water is so gorgeous right now. I'm so stoked. All right, we're going in. It's perfect out here. Look how calm the water is. This is my kind of weather. Do I normally do this with my phone in my hand? No. Only if I have it in a waterproof floating case, which I don't have on me at the moment, so I'm taking a gamble. But here we are. I figured I might as well actually like prove that I went in, other than showing myself totally all shivery and weird after I get out. I have done this in one other video, but it was a long time ago. It was at least a year, well, probably more than a year ago. So I don't know what the air temperature is right now. Air temperature is around probably 40. And I know I checked the water temperature last night just out of curiosity. The water temperature is somewhere in the 30s, mid 30s. I always would think before, shouldn't the water have ice in it if it's below 40? But not a body of water this size, not necessarily. You will get slushy conditions by the shore sometimes, but it's not like that right now. So I'm kind of grateful that it's been warmer conditions. So the water is just nice and chill, literally. Very chill, very flat. The sky is so pretty right now. Just the last little bit of sunset here. I have a selfie stick somewhere, but I couldn't find it. So my arm is my selfie stick. Actually, I'm probably, just so I can not have to think about video and worrying about dropping my phone, I'm gonna go put my phone on the shore and continue for another, maybe another 8 minutes if I can make it. But you see, I'm probably turning kind of red. Well, not quite yet, but ooh, mama, it is cold, but it feels so good. So good, so good. Call me the ice queen. All right, I just did a dumb thing, and there's a first time for everything. I kind of never imagined I would do this, because I always thought if I had doubt, I would get out and look, and I didn't. I didn't hit anything, I didn't damage anything, but I did high hook my trailer. For those of you who don't know what that means, if you're new to trucking or you're getting into it, what I did was I actually just fixed it so now I can get out from under it. But I ended up sliding my fifth wheel behind the kingpin, and I got kind of trapped, and I tried to wedge my way out. That's why I'm at a funky angle right now. I was like, well, maybe I can wiggle my way out, and then I realized that I could probably crank up this landing gear a little bit more. So I cranked it up and now I have enough clearance. And I also dumped all the air out of my airbags, but it wasn't enough. I had to do this too. So learn from my foibles, people. Okay, got her squared away. Now the trailer is real nice and low. Don't want to repeat that again. It's like an inch above my tires, my drives. Yeah, and there's a yard driver here. Like for a second I was like, shoot, maybe I should ask the yard driver for a little help, but then I looked over and saw who the yard driver was. And there's a couple of different ones at this place that I'm picking up, but this particular one, he is, if you looked up crotchety old man in the Webster's dictionary, you'd see that man's face, I'm pretty sure. He's one of those ones that resists warming. No amount of friendly banter or smiling will win him. So, am I too low now? God damn it. Let's peek. Let's take a little peek. Now I'm perfect. I just got to give it a little more oomph. Oh man. Ooh. R2, good old R2. Click. Love that sound. Tug test. Now we do a quick little walk around. And off we will go to Minnesota. We're at a Menards DC in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, which I feel like I know already from my buddy Dirk, from his videos where he came here a bunch of times, and I'm seeing a bunch of MNS1 trailers. They come here quite a bit. I love Menards DCs, word to the wise. It's one of the best places to deal with. They're always, Menards DCs or stores, people are always nice. They're always like very streamlined, very simple. But I'm not gonna high hook this trailer, so I'm gonna get out, and I can already tell it's too high. So let's crank it down a little bit. It's like ridiculously low. Oh, this is my little unicorn pillow, which I have under my back because pain. It really helps. I have two pillows behind my back to get it to the right position. Okay, yeah, I cranked it like super low. I'm a little paranoid now. But either the yard driver who dropped this trailer was real gentle, or it's a light load, or both, because it was real easy to crank down the landing gear. Almost on it. I'm trying not to slam into it. Ah, click. You know what happened yesterday with the high hook tug test is another very good reason not to slam. People do, like, a lot of guys, let's be honest, are overly aggressive when they're picking up or dropping trailers, and it's not good for the equipment to be that way. It doesn't make sense to do that. So like yesterday, if I had been slamming backward into that trailer that I high hooked, I don't like the angle of this high, that's how you damage. You could do some serious damage doing that. And the thing that I knew, the way that I knew I was high hooking when it was like a second too late, was seeing how close my fairings got to the trailer. I'm like, that doesn't look right, and not feeling anything between the fifth wheel and the trailer, not feeling it, because you can feel it as soon as the fifth wheel starts to like pick up. As soon as your tractor starts to pick up the trailer, you can feel that weight. It's amazing how sensitive your body becomes to all these different sort of stimuli. But yeah, I was just talking to a friend about it, and he said something about high hooking before a while back, and like almost taking out his fairings because he was going too fast toward the trailer and high hook. So it's another good reason to avoid that. It's like, then if you do high hook, which hopefully you don't, because you shouldn't do that if you're doing your stuff properly, taking all the steps the right way, but yeah, then at least you won't smash anything. Oh, I leave it running. I leave it running when I'm connecting it, because that way the air starts to go through the lines with the pneumatic system that moves the tandems around. I don't actually need to move the tandems, but it just starts to push air through the air lines. That's my thinking about that. I don't like to idle the truck too much, except now when I'm yammering. Okay, now I'm going to throw on my light test, do my walk around, check that all my lights are good, thump my tires, do a little inspection, use the flashlight to look at the connection, even though I know it's already good. I should have already done that before cranking up the landing gear and connecting everything, but I I did the tug test. I felt like it was good, but still always visual inspection, always. It's been a frustrating morning. I've been a squeaky ass wheel bitch this morning. I always have misgivings / mixed feelings. I couldn't decide which thing I was going to say about being like that, but sometimes you just have to. You try to temper what you're saying by being like, look, I know you guys have a lot going on. I know the freight market sucks, XYZ, but I need to move. Like, I've been sitting here waiting and waiting and waiting, but then I got to the place they sent me to, and there were like multiple other drivers that just came from the terminal too. So I realized I was being a dick, so I felt bad. Anyway, I'm about to hook up to another trailer and head to Ohio. Hey, squeaky wheel ass bitch, or squeaky ass wheel bitch. I don't know what I said, it was awkward. Speaking of awkward, this morning at the terminal when I was in the middle of like being all up in my head, a group of trainees came in with the instructor guy who's awesome, and I couldn't have been more awkward because it was the first time ever that I've met someone who follows my channel, and he was super sweet. So if you see this, hi. Sorry for being so freaking awkward. I got real embarrassed and shy, but it's partly because I was just like in another headspace, you know. But he was training for the company. Am I too low? Maybe I'm too low. Let me pop out and take a look. It's not my week. Well, it's because my tractor's sitting on a little bit of a downward angle relative to the trailer. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, it's fine. I just got to give it a little push. This load's really light too, which is cool. No complaints there. Why am I pulling an ABS sensor when I'm not hooked up to a trailer right now? Freightliner, you silly. Give it a little oomph. There we go. I like that sound. I like all the trucking sounds. You guys know that thing that happens when you are ready to go and then you end up waiting for a long period of time, and it kills your momentum, and then everything you do after that takes so long, you like can't get out of anywhere quickly enough, and it's just frustrating. That's kind of where I'm at today. Everything is taking too long because I sat for so long. I've been up since 4:15. Doesn't feel right. I feel like you can go back farther, buddy. Got up at 4:15, was ready to roll by 6. Started bugging the dispatcher at 6:15 because I know they get in at 6. Called him again at 7:15. I'm like, yo, what's the deal? And he's like, oh, I'll let you know. Don't start your clock yet. And it's just been frustrating, and now it's just taking me freaking forever to get out of this drop and hook. Someone in the comments asked if I ate that whole pizza. Absolutely not. This was wrapped in foil and plastic, and I'm gonna microwave it, and it reheats beautifully, and you can see the layer of sausage in there. It's not focusing on the pizza. Focus on the pizza. Yeah, when I order pizza from Lou Malnati's, I will order a large, and I'll do that. I'll freeze some of it and reheat it during the week, and I'll eat it as many times as I can. Like, I could have ordered 2 pizzas because I'd be happy to have a freezer full and have a piece a day for at least a week. It's really nice to have something from home like that tastes so delicious, and it's a little bit of comfort on the road when you have very little access to any decent food out here. Yep. I'm not even a huge meat eater, but the sausage on Lou Malnati's pizza is fire. And you got to order it with the butter crust. I don't know why they even offer it as an option. It should just be automatic. Yeah, I want butter crust. It's buttery, it's crispy. It's so good. And if anyone wants to talk any shit in the comments about my eating habits, keep it, because I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Go, go, go.